I got a 2003 Jeep Grand Cherokee in here with a 4.0 inline 6. It's got a little problem with the oil pan. This plug is all screwed up. It's not even square anymore. It was really crooked last night, and I actually tried to pound it back to square because, well, you turn the bolt and it just turns. It doesn't come out. The nut on the back side, the welds on it are probably busted off because of the way it is. I don't know. It looks like somebody's beating on it with a hammer or something. So I can't get the bolt out. And I beat on it enough to get it to leak overnight so I could get all the oil out of it, because I can't get this bolt out of here. So I'm gonna have to drop the pan. I might replace the pan. I might fix it. I don't know yet. The big thing with these is to unload the axle. You wanna support the frame instead of the axle. You don't want to put the jack stands under the axle. You want the axle completely unloaded. If you can't get the car up high enough to unload the axle all the way, you could always take the tires off. Put jack stands under the frame, take the tires off, and that axle will come all the way down for you. That'll give you a lot of room. That's really helpful. Okay, first thing I'm going to want to try to do is get these damn bolts off of here. They're 15 millimeter. I got a 3-foot extension and a 15 millimeter swivel socket, 3/8 drive. They're in a really stupid spot. Nice junk. Yeah, there's almost no room getting these things out of here. Okay, then I get a ratcheting strap under here and I wrap it around the exhaust so I can pull it up out of the way. See, it's like lots of room now. This Chrysler product is still somewhat American, so all of these bolts are 7/16. And this crap, you just pull down on it. There, pulled that out of the way with a bungee. Oh, I got some goofy little, cheesy little push clip things on here. Somebody's bright idea of a heat shield or something. The goofy heat shield thingamajigger. The cheesy Chrysler engineering. I'm gonna get this off somehow. Where do they come up with this crap? I don't know. It's not a bolt. It's not a nut. It's a cheesy little clippy thing. Why spend $1 when you can spend 3 cents? I don't care if I destroy it because I don't enjoy dealing with stupid. So I just get this stuff off any way I can. They put this job in a parts and labor time guide, but you know, they don't allow for stupid. This one right here, I'm going to deal with more advanced engineering by Chrysler Corporation. Right here. This is it. Okay, I got that junk off. Okay, now I got to get this piece of fun off. This, whatever you call it, thing. There's a tab right there that's holding it in. And do you bend it in like so? My sources say yes. There. That comes out. This stupid thing. Pry this thing up. Kind of like that. And if I'm lucky, it'll just come out like a big dumb piece of magic. Just like that. There's the big dumb thing. And look at that. There's the bottom of an engine. Hey, there's no crust in the pickup tube. And there's no piston skirts inside the oil pan. Wow, that's amazing. Here, I'm going to turn this oil pan bolt. Look at what we got. Isn't that wonderful? Look at that. So, yeah. You're never going to get that damn thing off. So I tried to straighten out the oil pan a little bit by hitting it with a hammer a little bit here, because I wanted to make this hole square again, and that's what I got from this fine piece of Chrysler product. I'm not dealing with it. I'm getting a pan. Yeah, I took all this apart. There's nothing wrong with the threads or anything. It just decided to be cheap and stupid. They give you these with the gaskets. Those go up in these corners right here. These kind of work okay. I use them. That's what they're there for. They don't need to be tight either. You just want to kind of start them in there. Yeah, you don't want to break these in the hole either. You'll have a pain in the butt on your hands. Yeah, there's little slots on it too, so you can use a regular screwdriver to get them out or in. It's the junk I use. I hit all this with brake cleaner in a clean rag to get all the oil off, because this stuff will not stick unless all the oil is gone. Yeah, just fudge it in the crack, you know, like that. Kind of hard to see with the flash on. Okay. And then these, you got to put a whole bunch in the inside here. See, like so. Yeah, and like this is the factory gasket. And there's actually like a little nub right here that goes inside of there. See that? And on this gasket here, this Velcro gasket, it's not there. That little nub on both sides that goes inside the rear main cap. So that's why you gotta put like just a whole lot of sealant on the corners. You want to fudge it all the way up in there and have a little extra so it all squishes out. This is pretty much the best view I can get of this. Sorry, I can't do better. Put this right up in there. It just clicks right up. This pan you can leave dry. It's supposed to seal that way. That rear pin, I didn't want to go in there. I had to kind of bend it to get it started in there. Same with these, just bend them a little bit, push up, get them to snap in place there. It holds it all in. I got a little screwdriver here. I can kind of line this gasket up a little bit. I gotta put this whatever the heck it is up here. useless piece of nothing. I don't know what the heck that even, I don't know. It's a whatever thing. I'm pretty sure that's just designed to piss people off. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Because it's doing a fair job of pissing me off. Okay, I got every single bolt started. Now generally what you want to do is start in the center and then work your way out on pretty much any oil pan. That's what you want to do. And you don't want to tighten them up right away. You just want to snug them down just a little bit. Okay, now I got them all pretty much snug. Now I'm just going to go through and get them all tight. Okay, now I got this wonderful exhaust bolt, and that's what this clip looks like. I took that out of the manifold, which is fun. There's a little clip in here you got to bend up to get it out. So I'm just going to make sure that this goes in and out the way it's supposed to. Probably run a tap down this junk. 10mm by 1.5 on these. I'm going to call all that good enough. I just got to bend this tab back in so it stays in the manifold. Well, I think that one started. This exhaust isn't exactly square. It's not seated up in that taper quite right because it's, I don't know, cheesy Chrysler product stuff. I'm going to move this back about a ½ an inch with a ratcheting strap so I don't have to fight this damn thing. Doing this by myself, that's all I'll be doing, trying to get these bolts to line up with the exhaust the way it is. I gotta make some adjustments to my phone hanger. That's why the picture's a little crooked. You'll get over it. I think I can get these now without a fuss, I hope. This ridiculous job is done. All I got to do is fill it full of oil and hope it doesn't leak.